How's everybody doing out there? Trying to see if I can get this screen to show up a little better. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. So I'll try to log in over here on my YouTube on my laptop, see if I can join you guys. This is the 1,205th day in a row of the Renaissance Man show, and I'm not where I typically am. I usually don't go anywhere. We're talking about maybe once a year I go away, and it's random. I definitely don't make it a habit out of heading out of town and going on vacation. Probably should, because there's a lot of joy in vacation time with the family. But the reality is, I'm a real estate agent, so I make a living selling real estate. I don't make a living doing the Renaissance Man show. I just show up trying to just provide a positive message in a dying world, and we've been doing it for 1,205 days in a row. Our newest concept is this new 30-minute mark, 20-minute mark, 1 hour mark. We're going to try to see if we can be a little more pointed with these shows, try to see if we can connect with people and get more to us and be a part of this exciting daily event we have here of live creation. So I'm officially not in town. Maybe we play a little game and say where in the world is Mark. But I'm currently not in my studio, as you can tell here, and I am on vacation with the fam. And so over the next 7 days, we've been doing the last couple of days, very short Renaissance Man shows, 30-minute mark episodes, maybe even 10-minute mark episodes. I'm not really sure yet. But I am here with you right now. I just wanted to join you guys and let you know how Maggie, right now she is recovering. We spoke to the animal hospital earlier, and she ate for the first time in 5 days. So really excited about that. I don't know why my mic keeps doing this. I think maybe it's too bright. And it's starting to, I don't know. It's not working the way I want it to. So, took our trip. My light's not working. I don't know why. It's not like it's taking that much energy away. I mean, what are we talking about over here? But for some reason, it's flickering. Anyway, so how's everybody doing out there? This is officially just a quick 10-minute real talk, 10-minute Renaissance Man episode. I haven't gone away in just about a year and a half now, so this is definitely long overdue. I've been showing up every day for this world, and I never take a break from the show or even from reality. I think we all need a break from time to time. And I'm not good at that. I'm not good at stepping away from things and letting them find their own path. I don't know. I just feel like I need to always be working, whether it's real estate or even showing up here to try to create something. I got to keep showing up. I can't just live on the piece of content that was created yesterday or the transaction that was completed last week or last month. I got to continue moving forward. We all have to, I think. It's what makes us human. I feel that people who are willing to quit and they feel like accomplished everything, now I'm just going to take a break, those people die very quickly. And it's been proven. You look at people like Johnny Cash. He died a few months after wife, June Kardashian, passed away. And they always say men, they don't make it very much longer after their wife leaves this planet. But, we are very interesting as human beings. We go through this life, these ups and downs, and I think we eventually connect with someone, hopefully, who can give us a bit of the balance that we're looking for. And at some point, though, we're back on our own. And, kind of the sad thing of all is that we end this entire existence on our own. No matter how many people you have around you, you still leave this planet by yourself. And that's why I think it's important for you to learn to be okay with being alone and be satisfied with being alone, because that is what is the eventuality for is you're by yourself when it all comes to a close. And that's sad. It's very sad. So make sure you guys are doing what you can in order to stay level. Make sure you're taking those breaks. I don't do it, you know that. I mean, I'm doing it today. I'm doing it now. I'm on vacation, which is very, very much needed. But even when I'm here, I'm thinking to myself how many things I need to do, clients I need to contact, potential business that I'm missing out on while I'm here. Um, not being able to do a full creating new content, creating songs or comedies. It's just it's hard for me to step away. But honestly, this is the best thing in the world for everybody is to take a break, take a breath, and reflect a little bit. This goes back to what we talk about often on the show. Is this show is about providing you with a perspective you can't get in the real world, and this perspective is a moment of clarity. That's what it is. It's a moment of clarity, and stepping away for a vacation, for example, is that moment of clarity. And we all need it, and often we don't take it, and we continue to push through because we have to. Survival is the craziest word, and it's what's on the forefront of everyone's minds, unless you are some uber wealthy person who's managed to somehow collect enough cash and investments to push you through for the next 5 to 10 years. Everybody else who wakes up on a daily basis thinking to themselves, well, get to next week? How do I get to next month? How do I put through school? All these things start to weigh you down, and that's what keeps us on that wheel, that mouse wheel. We're just constantly churning, just hoping that we can somehow break through, somehow maintain, somehow get to tomorrow. And I don't think anybody has it easy in this world. I don't think there's an easy, existence. No matter, you've seen this is classic, but you see the amount of people who were born with money, born into it, inherited tons of money. And you see those kids, and it's unfortunate to see, but they wind up completely destroyed mentally, physically. They kill themselves, drug overdose. There's way too many of these stories where these people who wind up coming into this everything, leave with nothing. And on the opposite, you see people who started with absolutely nothing, and they wind up finding a way to accomplish everything in life. And those people, those are the ones that we should be taking notes from. We want to take notes from, from the family whose generational wealth, 10 generations of wealth. All of a sudden, the great grandkids are now in this existence, in this timeline, spending the money that their super great grandparents were the ones who brought to reality. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So in general, you don't want to be given everything. You want to earn. You want to create. You want to make something of your own. You need to make a mark in this world. So that is the one thing that I feel like if you were born into something, you have no shot. You have no chance at all to find self, because all you're doing is living in this perpetual passed down perception of what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to succeed. And it's very rare that family member or one part of a family does really well, and then as they go, it keeps going. Each family member or each generation continues to destroy. Like, you've got very few people like that. I can even think, if you take the last president, for example, he created and accomplished so much on his own. Actually, that's not true. He got it from his father. There's generational wealth right there. And now his kids will take over and have generational wealth. But I don't see the same drive in those kids. Maybe in the daughter, but not in the other two kids that I see in the man. And so what you're forcing yourself to look at is, okay, in the future, when DJT's gone and his kids take over for this family, the success is billions of dollars. You're talking about a massive family of massive wealth here, $7-8 billion of family wealth that comes from from the former president. What happens if those kids take over the entirety of it and they don't know how to handle it? And maybe they do. I don't know. This is me just talking out my butt, really. But I just think in general, when you're born with a silver spoon, you got a harder life than if you were born with nothing and you find your talent. Finding your talent, exploring it, and then bringing it to the surface, there's something to that, and some sort of personal soul-fulfillment there. I have to imagine if you go through your whole life, and you had millions of dollars that were given to you, and you have this generational wealth, but you go through your whole life confused because you have no idea what you are. You have no idea what you could offer this planet. You're just somebody who feels you could offer the ability to pay for things. But where is your uniqueness? I don't know. My grandparents gave it to me. I don't know. My father left it for me. It's very hard to put that genie back in the bottle and say, okay, now I'm going to rub it and figure out what my talent is. What do you need to search for your talent for when you got millions of dollars in the bank? You got you got properties and buildings all over the world, and stocks and all these things that were handed down to you from your parents or from your grandparents or great grandparents. I think that only leads to confusion. We need to find a way to accomplish something on our own, and that only happens when you have the ability to step up and do something on your own. So it's just a random look into things, but I do believe the struggle is real for everybody, whether you're born with money, whether you have to figure out how to make money, whether you're working one of those dead-end jobs where you're just not making the money you'd like. The struggle is real. Everybody feels it. There is no such thing to get away from it. Just think about the scenario that I'm in. I'm a real estate agent. That's how I make my living. I sell real estate. I make a living. I don't make any money for Renaissance, man. I show up here. Some awesome family members have donated over the last 3 years, and that's amazing. I love you guys. But I do this out of the kindness of my heart in order to see a better world. But the reality is, when I'm out there making a living, trying to sell real estate in order to family, I do that, but not with this mindset that, hey, you know what, $6,000 dog surgery bill that I have to pay for next month. Like, in my mind, I know there's a surgery coming up, and I got $6,000 laying around for that. Who the freak has $6,000 sitting around waiting for Maggie to choke on something, and now she's got something stuck in her small intestines? Nobody. And I know you're supposed to have emergency funds lying around, so you got to have 10, 15, 20 grand lying around in case something like this happens. It's 2022, guys. Are you kidding me? I mean, we're talking about a crazy world. It's not like I can go out there and network and be like, hey, I want to go out there and get 50 homeowners in a room and explain what I do different and how I could provide value. And I'd like their listing. Can't even network anymore, still, in Connecticut. We're talking about a state where people are still very, very much in their fear zone. And so nobody expects that all of a sudden, out of the blue, you got to just come up with $6,000, $6,000 for a dog bill. I mean, like, this is a crazy world we live in. So you just have to take it as it comes and don't let it take you out of the game. Every single thing that is going on in my life and in your life is intended to distract us from this moment, to take us out of it. So we lose it. So one day we look back and say, where did it go? Oh, that's right. I was stressed out. And I was living in fear based on X, Y, and Z. And not living in the moment and trying to find my joy. We're not after billions. We're not after owning hundreds of pieces of real estate. Maybe those things lead you towards your ability to find happiness, because once you have some money, you're able to actually focus a little more on your happiness. You can't focus on happiness when all you do is focus on trying to pay your bills. All you do is focus on how everything's going wrong for you, and that you need to somehow do this. You have to somehow pay for the car. You got to, again, surgery. You got these things. Nobody expects life to happen. But you got to be ready for it. And don't let it take you out of the game. Don't let it distract you from moving forward. It's so easy to quit, guys. I'm pretty sure you're hearing me say that and you're like, yeah, it is. I've quit many things, right? I'm pretty sure I could ask you how many things you quit in your life and you'd be able to count it in one or two hands. You could say, yeah, I quit this, I quit that, I quit. Tell my son the other day how I quit baseball senior year because the coach was a jerk. The coach got the better of me, and because he said some things to me when I was going into freshman year that I took to heart and it never came to fruition, I held it against him in senior year of high school instead of me playing my final year of a game I loved as much as I loved showing up for you. I loved baseball, and I was very good at baseball, which I loved it. And I quit because I was small. I didn't hit puberty until halfway through senior year. And I realized now at 44 years old that the reason the coach didn't give me a shot when I was a kid was because I was a kid. Everybody else hit puberty. I was the one guy who's sitting there, and he's like, 18, 17, going on 18 years old, going, hey guys, what's going on? All these are freshmen and sophomores. Like, what's up, Mark? What's going on? That was my reality. But I blamed it on the coach. Oh, he's not putting me in starting in varsity because he told me freshman year I'd be starting varsity as a freshman. But I never hit puberty. It's not his fault. But the reality is, senior year comes, and I quit my favorite sport of all time. I quit my favorite sport in the history of time because the coach was a jerk and he killed my love for the game. And so, yeah, I've quit this. And I've quit too many things. And this is why when I got my real estate license, too, for telling my wife, I said, I'm not saying a word to anybody until I get this done, because there's been too many things in my life that I've started and didn't finish. And I don't want it to be another, oh, look, Mark said he's going to do this and he didn't do it. No, I don't do that anymore. I show up, I accomplish. And when I got my real estate license, and I think a couple of people in my family were a little upset that I didn't tell them that I was working towards getting my license. But at the end of the day, I want to be someone who completes things. I don't want to be someone who starts things and then doesn't finish them. And so that's what I had to do with the real estate license. Same thing happened with what we're doing here. I started this, I'll never stop. We're trying to adjust because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. I've been doing the same thing for 1,205 days in a row, showing up for 2+ hours, creating ridiculous content, crazy comedy, unbelievable, powerful music, and then inspirational words, and people still don't show up. So we have to shift the show and change something. 20-minute mark, 30-minute mark, 1-minute mark. Whatever it is, it's going to be something that hopefully will get you to want to come back tomorrow and not say, geez, he did another 2 hours. Okay, I'll come back next month. No, 30 minutes every day is the most you're going to get out of me. And I may even be already there. I'm not even sure how many minutes this has been so far, but let me see if I can even tell. Of course, not let me scroll. Oops. Whatever. We have to try to adjust in order to try to create the environment that we need. I always said I'd be okay with showing up every day for the rest of my life to 13 people, and then one day my messages may be found by a future generation. No, I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm not satisfied with putting out powerful, positive content on a daily and no one ever finds the show. Nope, I'm sorry. The show's going to explode, and I will make it happen. I don't care how, but we're going to turn that 11 into 11 million live. But I can't do it alone. I just have to change some things in order to get people to want to come out and see the show on a daily. And like I said, nobody can come every day. But if we make it long enough or short enough where people say, it's over already? Okay, I got to come back tomorrow. I can't wait to see where this goes. Then we've accomplished something. Right now, we've accomplished the point where people are like, okay, I'm here. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll come back some other day. And like I said, you can't expect much from people. Everyone's got their lives. But I do know in order for me to try to create the environment that I know we need as a world, the 2-hour thing's not working. We just can't get enough people to say, oh yeah, I can't wait for the next 2-hour Renaissance Man show tonight. So it's going to be short and sweet, and we're going to try to get people to get excited about coming back every day. So with that in mind, fam and friends, I do very much look forward to tomorrow when we do this all over again. So let me see who's on here so I can say thank you to you all for kicking it with me. My brother Rob, so good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. We love seeing you here. Niall, so good seeing you, Niall. You rock, brother. Pamela Swan, anybody else who may be here doing a little lurkeroo, I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. And remember, tomorrow I'll be dropping content for you while I'm away, but I will be live tomorrow, maybe midday because I am away. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to try to drop some content for you as much as possible while I'm here, and possibly get that next album out. I've got most of the songs ready, so we'll see. If not, I'm just going to sit back and relax, and I will see you guys for the daily show, little short shows, little 30-minute marks, and then I will see you when I get back for a full. We'll probably have to do one long 2-hour mark the day I get back. We'll see. So, Cog, my brother, Jerry Gator, Juniper Berries, Kathleen Danford, Niall Parkinson, and Pamela Swan. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow for the next 1-minute mark, 30-minute mark, 20-minute mark. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I will be back. So, love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.